Hello everyone. Today we are going to do the revision based on our biology third lesson, that is reproduction in humans. We have already studied about this lesson, but now we are going to discuss in the form of revision. Now first of all, tell me, what is reproduction? Reproduction is the process in which organisms give rise to the new individuals of the same species or its own kind. Means whatever the birth is given to the new young one, it will be like a same species of the reproductive system. Okay, now in this we learn there is two types of the reproduction, that is sexual and asexual reproduction. Now in asexual reproduction, however, we learned in the last lesson how the asexual reproduction is done in animal. For example, amoeba, hydra. These are the some microorganisms which are unicellular and they reproduce by the different way of asexual reproduction. Now, in this lesson, we are going to learn the sexual reproduction in animals. Sexual reproduction means there is the involvement of two sexes, that is male as well as female gamete. So, when male and female gametes are going to fuse, that time a zygote is formed, and this is known as a sexual reproduction in humans. So, let us have a look to asexual reproduction. First, we are going to study is sexual reproduction in animals. So, for that, we have a very nice example of binary fission. Now, what do you understand by binary fission? Binary fission means binary. Bi means two. Binary fission, that means it divides into two. So, for that we have the good example of amoeba, paramecium. They are the good example of binary fission. Just have a look to this diagram. From this diagram you will understand how the amoeba is getting binary fission. So what exactly happens in binary fission? This is the most common method of reproduction in single cell microorganisms like amoeba, paramecium, and in amoeba it results in division of the parent amoeba into the two daughter cells. So whenever a nucleus which is present in the amoeba, it is getting divided first, and then afterwards the whole body of amoeba is getting separated. So this is known as a binary fission. Now we are going to see the next asexual reproduction, that is budding. Here we have the diagram of hydra, where it shows a bird is present on the outside of the parent. Yes, so outside of the parent body you can see there a bird is grown over there. So these birds detach themselves when they are big enough for independent existence. Budding is a common method of reproduction in hydra. So this is about the budding. Next we are going to see is regeneration. Regeneration means what? Animals like hydra and starfish have a great power to grow the missing part. Means suppose a starfish, any part is cut down, that part is regrowing. Means regeneration is there. And that is known as a regeneration in the animals. So, whatever the 2-3 pieces are divided, that all are again regrowing and a new type of the starfish or hydra is formed there. In hydra we saw budding is also the process, but whatever the part is cut down, that is again regrowing. That is known as a regeneration. Now, till here we studied about the asexual reproduction in animals. Next, we are going to see the sexual reproduction in animals. Now, sexual reproduction in animals. Sexual reproduction means exactly what? Most of the animals reproduce bisexually. Now, sexual reproduction, what happens in that exactly the male and female both are involved. So, in this, male and female reproduce a special type of cell. So, male is producing a special type of cell, that is sperm, and female is reproducing the special type of cell, that is egg. Okay, so these all are also known as gametes. So male and female gametes. When they combine together or fuse together, they are forming a zygote. Okay, so whatever the different type of the cells, like male or female, whatever the reproducing cells are there, that cells are when produced or when they are fused together with the ovum, then fertilization process occurs. Okay, now after the fertilization, exactly what happens? After the fertilization of an ovum, the sperm, a cell and a zygote is formed. The zygote grows by cell and gets divided. After getting a division of the cell, an embryo is formed. And again the different cell division is there and a new individual is formed. So this is about the sexual reproduction. Now we are going to see an interesting topic, that is human reproductive system. In human reproductive system, we are going to learn the first female part. Now, which is the female reproductive part that we are going to study? So, let us have a look to the diagram. This is the diagram of female reproductive system. The eggs are produced in the ovaries. The ovaries are two whitish bodies lying within the lower half of the abdomen. You can see in the diagram the ovaries are present. Yes, so one on either side of the uterus, you can see there both are on the different sides. Okay, so the function of the ovary is to produce eggs, and one egg is produced by an ovary alternatively. If one egg is produced by one ovary, the other is not producing. Then if 1 month one ovary is producing the egg, next month next ovary will be producing the egg. About the sexual and asexual reproduction in human. Now, how does the fertilization occurs? What is the reason? How does this process is happening? So let us have a look to this figure. Here you can see the sperms are present they are moving upwards towards the vagina. So during the sexual intercourse, the sperm present in the semen are released in the vagina, from where they actively swim upward with the help of their tail. So the movement of the sperm is with the help of the tail. Without any support, they are moving with the help of the tail. Out of the millions of sperms released into the vagina, only a few of them are able to reach up to the upper part of the oviducts. The rest die on the way and are absorbed. The rest, what is happening? They are dying or some are absorbed. If there happens to be an egg in the oviduct, then the sperm is getting fertilized with that egg. So that sperm is getting fertilized with the egg. During this fusion, the tail of the sperm is automatically left behind. It lifts behind automatically, and only the head part it goes inside it and contains the nucleus. It penetrates into the egg. The nucleus of the sperm fuses with the egg and then a fertilization processes occur. So this is about the fertilization. Now we are going to learn the different topic, that is implantation. Now whatever the fertilization occur there, after that the implantation process is done. So what do you understand by implantation? Implantation is nothing but the fertilized egg soon starts developing, and by the time it reaches to the uterus, and a small ball of numerous cells is forming a new cell, and due to that the embryo forms a pit in the wall of the uterus and gets fixed in it. Then the natural way of fixing of embryo in the wall is known as a implantation. So this produces the state of pregnancy. So this is about the implantation. Now the next topic we are going to learn is growth. Growth means what exactly? There is a cell division, size, weight of that particular embryo. Okay, so growth means any type of the irreversible increase in the size as well as weight of an individual during the process of development. This is known as a growth. Growth means what? It is the type of the irreversible increase in the size as well as weight of an individual during the process of the development. So whatever the development of the embryo is there, that is changing and it is irreversible. The size and weight is irreversible. It cannot change. So in the growth process, a single cell fertilized egg, that is zygote, divides and redivides to form a cluster of cells. Okay, that this division is accompanied by another form, that is specialization of the cell. Okay, so this is about the growth. Now the last part, which is very important and very effective, that is birth. Now the birth is nothing but the full term of the development of the embryo in the uterus is known as a gestation. Now what do you understand by gestation? Whatever the full term of the development of the embryo is there, that is known as a gestation. So whatever the humans are there, means in humans mostly, it lasts for about 280 days. And this 280 means whatever the birth time is there, it is near about 280 days. The baby is pushed out by the head, oozing out first by the power contractions of the muscles of the uterus through the vagina. So the baby is pushed out from the vagina with the help of the muscle power, and a newborn baby is there. That is known as a birth. So my dear children, it's very important that whatever we are doing or whatever we are performing, that is because of only the God gift, that is the birth. Okay, so till here whatever we learn, it is about the reproduction in humans. With this we completed the lesson, and have a nice day. Thank you.